Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Fantactics podcast. My name is Renz, and if you're joining us for the first time, well, this is the number one, the champion, the most basketballs podcast in the whole wide Nigeria to the world. I'm here in the studio with my ebullient co-host, Sabubu Elkun. Welcome back from a tumultuous week and a tumultuous weekend
In fact,
for,
this is big,
for
big,
the
gra-
fans.
this is big grammar from Renz. Hello, fans. Welcome to the show. There's a certain team in London that said they were going for a quadruple. Right now, they've reduced the expectations to a treble.
Well,
Let's see how it goes.
are they trebling? We will find out.
Or it might be a double. Or it might be a single. We don't know yet.
Is there a possibility that it might be a noble?
That is very, very impossible. It can't happen.
All right, guys, we are glad to have you on the show today. Just a quick rundown. We are going to be looking at the tumultuous, that I told you it was a tumultuous week. We will be looking at the, we are going to be looking at the controversial decision by CAF to award the AFCON to Morocco post-tournament. And then, of course, we'll be discussing the debacles at Chelsea, or the London clubs, Chelsea and Tottenham. And of course, we are going to be asking you and discussing among ourselves if the butlers have started again. After that, we are going to be also discussing Nigeria's mini tournament in Antalya in Turkey. So stay with us. Quickly like, subscribe, follow us, and drop your comments in the comment section.
Okay, so let's start on Friday night. United
Leave
went...
Friday night first. This thing that CAF did.
No, okay,
we
yes.
want to discuss about it.
Well, the CAF thing still trail till Friday night, so we can talk like that. Now, as it stands, CAF has awarded the African Cup of Nations 2026 to Morocco via, in quote, the boardroom.
The same way Nigeria wanted to pass to enter World Cup, that is the same way that CAF has passed Morocco to go and carry the AFCON. But Sabubu, above the anger, the petulance, the outrage, do you think CAF had legitimate grounds to take that decision they took?
They had the legitimate ground to take that decision on that field when Senegal walked out of that pitch.
Okay.
They should have, and I repeat, they should have awarded that match to Morocco at that point. Now, let me ask you a question. Brian Diaz walked into that pitch and scored that goal.
Will we be having this conversation?
Thank you very much.
That is the question that has been on everybody's lips.
Or Morocco won the match in extra time.
Would they have still counted it as a walkover?
So Senegal would have been the one going to go and fire. Or I don't know what would have happened.
So those are the questions. Another thing I would like us to discuss is, a lot of people have made mockery of the African Cup of Nations. And we have always, not just us, but, Africans, people of African heritage and other pundits alike have always said, no, you have to pay respect to these people. This is a footballing continent.
Have you seen the remarks around the world?
But now, Sabubu, are we not shooting? Is CAF not shooting itself? Because not be my leg they will shoot. Is CAF not shooting itself in the foot with such a decision? The prestige and the
serious, irrespective of the unreliable referee decisions against teams that played Morocco at the last AFCON. Every other thing was awesome. The media, the reach, the organization, player welfare, and everything was top notch, like a normal FIFA
like
global
a standard global tournament.
Yes, and you had the applaud around the world. Yes, and we saw when Jimmy Carragher talked about AFCON and the backlash he got around the world. Now you'll be laughing in his living room in Merseyside and say, I said it. Even we heard that the captain of Morocco, what's his name, Hakimi or so,
Achraf,
said it was not a right call. We don't know if it's AI generated, if he actually said it. Every African player that has graced the African continent has made their own point of view.
Yeah. So, and the last but not the least, still about this matter is, CAF seems to be, sucking up to Morocco I say this because, like you said, looking at the AFCON, you know, one of the negative marks on that tournament was the controversial refereeing in favor of Morocco, or seemingly favoring Morocco, and also going against other contenders that would have challenged
See,
Morocco.
Renz, I,
And a lot of people, I'm getting somewhere. A lot of people also, have criticized the way CAF has funneled a lot of these tournaments. Now I understand that to host an international tournament, you have to have the facilities and the resources.
usually Morocco has facility in
But
Africa.
yeah, so now I'm wondering, what is the deal between CAF and Morocco?
No, I'll tell you the deal. Africa, take note. Very soon now you hear that CAF headquarters is in Rabat or Casablanca. I won't be surprised.
Already, I think FIFA has a facility.
See,
in
if
Morocco
there's
already.
any country in Africa that can rival Morocco to facilities and infrastructure,
that should be South Africa.
South Africa is there, Egypt is there, Algeria is there, Tunisia is there.
No country towards west of Africa.
No. For a fact, if not for our nonchalant attitude towards infrastructure's maintenance, Nigeria, I should be calling Nigeria among them. The last two editions of CHAN that was held in Algeria, the standard was AFCON standard. Have you been to Tunisia? Nigeria won the Nations Cup at El Manza Stadium in Tunis in 1994.
Yeah.
And Tunisia won the Nations Cup in what's the name of that stadium? I forgot, they call it. They have these funny names they call it. Tunis has two beautiful stadiums. That's the capital of Tunisia.
Tunisia, yeah.
Before we start talking about other places, do you know how many stadiums are in South Africa? Even in South African League, they use their top-notch stadiums to play matches. Look at the next AFCON that will take place in East Africa. Have you seen the stadium that were built for CHAN?
So these are the issues, and I think it's pertinent that CAF addresses these concerns about the integrity of the organization and its relationship with Morocco, because it's not going to be funny. It's not going to be funny.
Well,
this has gone on too long, and this has gone on too much. For this AFCON, where they don't go post, that they call it like posthumous award, they awarded it post-tournamentally to Morocco. Senegal should fight it right to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, and we'll be here.
And the funny thing about it is, if Senegal wins that case in CAS, which I know they would win,
they would likely win it.
Then then CAF is now total rubbish.
Yes, now they would have been disgraced. But to be honest, I think it's a very dangerous precedent to set in sport, and that's what CAS will be looking at. You understand? Because anything you rubber stamp, you legitimize, somebody can do that again based on and trust Africa now.
In English,
you can't.
In English, we call that precedent.
Yes. So trust Africa. I know they had us. CAF go just the runner for everybody. If you get they runner for you.
See, the truth still remains. We are spectators now. Let's watch how it would unfold.
Yes, of course.
We pray that this kind of error should not happen again, because African football is too dear to everybody.
True. African football is also a very important tributary into the Commonwealth of global football. Too much English. Now they spoil podcast. Let's leave that one first. Let's land in London.
Now, London, England. There's a mini Champions League Premiership table
in London.
In the Premiership.
Oh, of course.
That a certain United has there to hold on to third spot. And I find I don't see anything that will take that third spot from them.
It's looking very unlikely.
You understand what I'm saying?
It's looking very unlikely.
And the team that had it all locked down, maybe they have a mini resurgence. Villa won. But I still do not understand what is wrong with Chelsea and Liverpool.
Well, talking about Liverpool, this has been a season of sorts for them. We have always spoken on the podcast, right?
What's this?
That's 10
losses for a defending champion.
So now we understand that this has been a very challenging season for them. a defending champion always has a target on his back, first and foremost, and they lost a very important member of their team. They also made a lot of signings, so the team is in flux. So you could be excused and you could understand that, oh, well, their own success is catching up to them. But, you could be much pressed to discuss how the likes of Tottenham and Chelsea have managed to fall away, have been so poor.
Oh, don't tell me, still part of the discussion.
Spurs are no, now when we are talking about Spurs being part of the conversation, they look like they are getting relegated this season.
At one point.
And you wonder how. No, when I say they look like they are getting relegated, it's not even about the points. It's about how they are looking. They don't look like they can arrest this slide. Now the question is,
there's that look of they've given up.
Resignation, yes. So the question now is, do they sack Igor Tudor
and bring in who?
And that's the question.
They're bringing Lawrence, I mean.
Well, I can do a job. I can do a rescue job. My coaching CV is very impressive. So, talking about managers under pressure, we now move on to the other part of London, West London. Now, Rosenior, had a very good honeymoon period, but it has been 4 losses in a row, and a lot of people are calling for his head. Sabubu, do you think it warrants another change in the dugout for?
Okay, I'll answer your question with illustrations. Pep is synonymous with what? Tiki-taka and control, right?
Yeah.
Now, the guys that play under Pep, you can name them. You have a certain Arteta. You have a certain Maresca.
Yeah.
You have a certain Ten Hag.
Yeah.
Which other coach?
I think Tito Villanova of blessed memory was one of them.
You see, and you see when those players handle teams, you saw a bit
the
of
imprint
of Pep, right? Do you know who Rosenior was assistant to?
A certain successful English legend. Oh, you thought I wanted to call successful manager?
Now, that said player that turned manager has been fired from every club. In fact, any club he goes to, he leaves the club worse than when he met it.
But I dare say...
Wait. Rosenior has always been his assistant.
You want to let that one to cook first?
And he has not said anything about Rosenior's situation.
No, actually, I think they said former manager. He made a comment about Rosenior being a very good coach, and he believes he can arrest the slide.
A coach will be a tech boy in the class.
Now, Sabubu, and banters aside, do you think what's happening now at Chelsea is Rosenior's fault? Because looking at the defense, the goalkeeping line, the only influence you can say he has had on that team is bringing back Mamadou Sarr from Strasbourg. Do you think he's at fault for what's happening?
See, you don't have a reserve goalkeeper, right?
No, we have Philip Jorgensen.
Let them play him.
Jorgensen is currently injured.
My God.
So that was one of the challenges. He started Jorgensen against PSG, and you could say it backfired to a certain extent, right? So the question now is he at fault for this, or could the blame be thrown around? And Chelsea fans, you can also step into the comments and answer this question.
Well,
because looking at that team now, who is the bulk of the problem? Under Maresca, Chelsea's goalkeeping and defensive department were still calamitous.
As it stands, from an outside viewer, I think the problem Rosenior is having is he's not positioning his players to play at their optimal
positions.
Yes. Honestly, he's not using Cole Palmer. I call him Cole Palmer because I love the way he plays.
Okay.
Palmer has not been playing optimally.
Okay.
Enzo, we don't even know the position for him.
Now, I actually have a comment.
You understand?
It's a sentiment that has been rising among Chelsea fans.
You understand? And
that Cole Palmer is actually Chelsea's problem now.
I don't think so. I think he's not played well.
So when you say he's not played well, he has been played as a 10, he has been played as a right winger.
With a mixed player with that kind of potential. I think Chelsea's biggest problem is Enzo Fernandez.
Chelsea fans,
that's the truth.
We are going on a short break now. Please get into the comment section and tell us, because Abubu is saying it's Enzo Fernandez. Some Chelsea fans are saying it's Cole Palmer. Some other people are saying it's Liam Rosenior. Some people saying a sporting director. Some saying a Egbali. Some saying a Todd Bowley. When we come back, we are still going to be diving into the who of all these things that is happening.
Come. You are not Ogbayagbo.
We are going for a break now. Calm down. Hi guys, welcome back from that short break. It's still your number one podcast, The Fantactics Show. I know you would have thought we forgot about the biggest talking point from last weekend, the Carabao Cup final at Wembley Stadium. Arsenal, waiting, come on, Chelsea for my Arsenal and Manchester City. Sabubu, what your first impressions about that game? It was, I would say it was a very evenly contested fixture that was determined by two salvos in the space of 4 minutes. Your thoughts on that match generally? Okay. I have some questions for you, but generally your thoughts.
The match, to be honest with you, football is time and moments. I keep telling you that. And it's not we put them under pressure, you didn't score.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. Football is what the scoreline says after 90 minutes or over 120 minutes. When the lineup came out and Eze was out of it, I knew Arsenal had a problem.
Why?
Because other guy is the creative unit of the team. He has been out injured, he's coming back. Eze took over that mantle, then he got injured. So Arsenal had no other choice than to bring in a Kai Havertz to play in that particular role. Moreno is out for the season, so he's out of it. And you're playing against a Man City. You have to protect your back four. And you can't play a Zubamendi to play that back four. You need those two guys, him and Rice, to play it. Now, before that goal came in, it was evenly balanced, trust me. But when that goal came in, people say Kepa made an error. That's football. Football, you would always make errors. When that goal came in, I knew Arsenal were not going to come back in that match. Because as at that point in time, City are taking the midfield by the scruff of the neck. And City, when they are on song, they are very difficult to stop. They might not be playing fantastic football, but when they start to control the game, there's a problem. Remember, in the first half, Arsenal concentrated too much on Erling Haaland, which was a fantastic distraction. What we tend to do to teams with goal chorus was what they did to us.
And then,
and when that first goal came in, the game was still, there was no push from Arsenal. And City deserve it. Now, I tell people who care to listen, that defeat might just be a blessing in disguise.
How?
Now, it is more like they will sit down and reevaluate. It's better to win the Premiership and lose the Carabao Cup than win the Carabao Cup and lose the Premiership.
Okay.
Now, it is good for...
I kind of think it's good to win anything that I said before.
But if you can't win it, you move.
All right.
It is good for City's confidence because City have not been the City that we know very well.
Yeah. So, Sabubu, I kind of like us to discuss something, and it's something that was very controversial with Arsenal fans. Like you said, when you saw the lineup, you could see the system that Arteta set up. Now, there was no really creative midfielder, so to say. So the Havertz had to step in. Do you think that? And then, of course, there was the call to play Kepa ahead of Raya.
And then, sorry, let me add another thing. Another thing again that happened was in Kepa getting that yellow card in
that early yellow card, right?
You notice
kind of handicapped.
He allowed Semenyo dance around.
So, but aside from that, now. Do you think that Arteta could have set up Arsenal in a different way from how he did it from the start, and hence influencing the outcome of the match?
I agree with
you.
Is
it possible that maybe Zubimendi and Declan Rice step up the field and you get a Norgard in to
Let me tell you what when people in that discipleship learn. When they start to
experiment,
it affects the way they think. Now, if I was in Arteta's shoes and that's injury to Eze,
Yeah.
I would have brought out the blueprint of 2021 FA Cup final. That semi-finals they played with City that they won 2-0. But you know, there's a level a coach gets to. The coach simply say, "I can't play that type of football again." They should have just sat down and counter-attack.
So that means a like of maybe a Martinelli for Trossard.
You know, you just
looking
sit,
for pacing,
give
behind
them the ball.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of things used to.
I think you know, with the success of Arsenal this season, the pressure was on them to deliver, a statement.
Because when you're playing City, you don't have a creative hub. There's a problem. If you want to beat City, it's not your attackers win the midfield. You beat them.
They have too many good midfielders.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Arsenal didn't have a midfield in that match. The second half, it was as if they shouldn't concede 1 or 2 goals. That was the level they were playing as at that second half. But I still say it. Arteta, this is his first job. People fail to realize that he has never ever coached before.
Yeah.
He's punching above his weight as far as if you're being sincere.
Yeah, that's true. And I agree. So now I think the most important question or the most important takeaway from this, you have said that, football is time and moments, just like life is time and seasons. Now they have a setback. They still have an opportunity in 3 competitions to, to salvage this season. I won't say salvage because to make this season memorable. The season is not lost on them. So to make it memorable, what do you think Arsenal can take away from this that will put them in a good stead, to go all the way and make sure that they can remember the season as the season they finally, got over the line?
Well, first of all, the players that are injured should be nursed well and they should be brought back. Because when you have a team, you can really execute what you want on the pitch. They said after the international break, Odega should be back. Eze is out for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, most times, might be 1 week
still
or maybe 3 weeks. You
after
understand?
The international break.
Then they should just go about the way they've been going about things. See, if Arsenal can win their matches and City win their matches, fine. But as it stands, City might just win their remaining matches. Because the Chelsea I'm seeing cannot hold on to this City when it comes to Stamford Bridge. And Chelsea will be playing City, Liverpool, United, all at Stamford Bridge, where normally it should be a 9-pointer for them.
But these days,
as it stands
Stamford
now,
Bridge is one of their worst performing
Thank you
grounds.
very much.
So
I think they might have an edge over Liverpool because of the way Liverpool is playing. For United, a draw. I don't see Chelsea beating Man City.
Like I said, I already said that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't see them doing anything.
If Arsenal can just keep winning their matches and City has a slip along the line, that match at the Etihad might not be as important as the way people are looking at it.
Well, Arsenal have proven over time that they have the capacity to take care of business in the league this season. I think, and I believe that with, consistency, when you have setbacks like this, you just have to pick yourself up and you say, well, this one is gone. I chase on to the next one. And I tell you, Arsenal have the league as theirs to lose. So if they can just, relight that fire, regroup, and then, stoke that fire in their belly, they can do great things this season.
And then our dear Super Eagles, when we talk about Nigeria here, see, viewers, we realize that when we speak about Nigerian Super Eagles, we tend to have more engagements than even the cream de la cream
European football.
You understand?
But aside from engagement, Nigeria matter they always for you, Mr. Bubu.
Yeah, I know.
So do you know that, somehow news filtered that the NFF and co, they were just grooming our hopes with a rumored petition. So apparently the petition was not properly filed because popular telejournalist Rufai Oseni came out on X to outline some sine qua non that the NFF did not follow in filing their petition. They didn't pay the 1,000 francs filing petition fee. They did not they did not pass through the statute of limitation. That's they filed the petition after the time. Yeah, the time frame and all that. And then we they get hope. They tell us, we'll do this, we'll do this.
We will play our own mini playoff in Turkey, right?
Mini playoff to go which cup? World Cup or Outer World Cup?
Outer World Cup.
Anyways, it has been confirmed if you didn't know before, well, just know it now that DR Congo have our full support as they are going to play in their own, playoff tournament in Guadalajara. Did I pronounce it correctly?
You try.
I try. Well, they are playing against.
Not yet. Jamaica is playing.
Yeah, they are playing against the winner
No,
of Jamaica versus New Caledonia. So good luck to them. We hope to see them in the World Cup flying the African flag.
And dancing Makosa. And that guy doing like this.
Yes. Lumumba is on the plane. No. Lumumba, safe journey. Yeah, do your thing. So Nigeria is going to be launching their new jersey when they're supposed to wear go World Cup. They're going to launch them for friendly match against...
that against Oman
and Jordan.
Jordan. It's more of testing. They want to go and test.
They want to go and pad results. They want to go and catch people that they will flog like thief so that they will now say we had 2 wins and we move up 2 inches in FIFA ranking. NFF, we ended last show. We say we will stay angry with you. Nigerian football deserves better.
Sure.
And we'll continue to call you out. You need to get your act in order, get your house in order, and ensure that Nigeria is flying at the top of African football where we belong. So, Abubu, I don't know whether you...
well, for Nigerian matter, are we done with Nigeria? We're still talking about
No. Nigerian matter, they done with them, but you go get to move on at one time.
Okay, so let's move on from it and let's talk about a man that is going to be in hot demand next season. We should have talked about it in the first half of the show. But as it stands, he's doing wonders in Italy. And you remember you told me something 2 weeks ago, that a 9-point lead looks big in my eye with the kind of team that is holding that point. As it stands,
I told you now.
As it stands, it's now a 6-point lead.
I told you.
And the teams pursuing them are pursuing them with all 8 matches to go. And Napoli is third, climbing up gradually. Milan is second.
Unfortunately, Milan are really faltering because they had an opportunity to have caught up with Inter by now.
Yes.
But unfortunately for them, Allegri's, he's just there.
Maybe
he's just there.
We might just see the best of him next season.
I don't think there's any best of Allegri to come. The league is much tougher now. Allegri is always punching the little boys when there are no top coaches around. But he has the likes of Spalletti, Conte, Gasperini, all of them doing top jobs now in Italy. And he's going to have. He might just run to Madrid. I don't know.
Therefore, says you see what he's doing. He's now 3 points off. Juventus is now 5th. Como is 4th, 3 points ahead of Juventus, and they are playing very well. They are in the finals of the Coppa Italia now, and the tendency of them finishing 4th or 3rd is there.
So I think that's one of the men who say is going to be in demand next season.
Yes.
Another person is the Spanish coach in Bournemouth. His contract is expiring. He has done a very wonderful job for 3 years in Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium. So you might likely see him ending up maybe at Tottenham, maybe Manchester United, maybe, although it is rumored that Atletico Bilbao are the front runners, Juventus maybe. But
what about Real Madrid? Real Madrid won yesterday. That coach is doing something that is shocking to everybody.
Abela has opened the ash of some senior men in coaching within 3 months. So, I mean, sometimes kudos is due to whom kudos is due. But sometimes you still give them the job. Maybe you see Shege.
It's true.
So far, so good. That's where we are for this episode. We are going to enjoy the international break. And when we come back, it will be right back into the best of European football. Guys, stay engaged, stay locked in, stay liking, stay reposting, stay sharing. Until we come back next week from Sabubo and myself.
Stay blessed.